Hello guys, I'm Aeroview. Um, so this is Star Citizen. Now before you guys complain about the frame rate, I'm sorry. My computer's not the best in the world. And also, I mean, it's just this game's requirements are mental. Like it would bring pretty much any computer to its knees. So I just wanted to show you my hangar and my I don't know, my stuff. So this is my hangar. I'm just kidding. But my ships are right through that door, and let's go take a look. Okay, start off. This is the Aeroview hangar. Very cool. Very, very cool. I really like this. And yeah, it's just a very, very, very cool hangar. Now, I'm using each row can hold 3 small ships, 1 medium, or 1 large. So there's pad 1, pad 2, pad 3, or it can hold 1 medium, or it can hold 1 large on each one. Now I have 2 on that one, 2 on that one, and I plan to get a medium one right here when I save up enough. But yeah. So as of right now, this game is in the alpha, and by buying these ships, it's kind of like done. But yes. So just give me a minute, and I'll get more information. Okay, so I'm back with more information. Anyways, by buying one of these ships, you're donating for the game. Because there hasn't been a decent space sim since Freelancer, and that was 2003. That's insane. But let's start from the cheapest. This is the Aurora ES. Pretty cool. So, let's just open it. It's very, 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 very cool ship. Um, the detail in this game is insane. By the way, this is on very low. So, yeah, like, you can imagine what it looks like on high, but, like, look at that. See that? Like, they took the time to actually etch in the different textures right there. They could have made it 2D. They really could have. Anyways, this right here, this thing under here is a cargo hold. So you can, like, store a cargo box underneath the ship. Anyways, let's take a look inside. Okay, we're in very small. However, this is the cheapest ship in the game. So, yes. An interesting thing about this game, you need a bed to log off. So if you don't have a bed and you log off, or maybe the log off button's grayed out, I don't really know. But apparently you either lose your progress or you can't log off. Now for the cheapest ship in the game, having a bed is crazy. So, let's go and get in there. Animation takes over whenever you use a use button. By the way, the use button is F for the hotkey. Here, the door shut. Okay, so you're in here, and then now you could go ahead and press like exit game or whatnot. But this is just the hangar module. Modules are like sections of the games. Right now, the hangar module and the dogfighting or arena commander modules are out. However, pretty soon they're gonna add the FPS module, so that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and get the cockpit seat. Now, usually the seats rotate around, but this one you gotta suck it in and go around the edge, I guess. So you just like rinse around buttons, and you hear the door shut now. Yep, the door's shut. And let's take a look around. So you have some buttons on the right and left. You have these pads which will light up when you're dogfighting or racing, although this isn't a racing ship by any means. On the website, it was described as a explorer/starter vessel. I get that, because the bed I can see it with the exploration and stuff, but with the, I mean, I can see it with exploration and logging off when you're in space and stuff. However, this ship doesn't have a jump drive, so you can't go extremely far in a very quick time. Um, so yeah, that's the Aurora. Yes. So we can go and squeeze the joysticks back together. Let's go ahead, and I'm actually surprised on how well this is frame rate wise it's doing. So that's pretty cool. Oh, let's go ahead and use the animation. Or you can just jump out of this one. Most of them you have to use the animation, but most single-seater ships anyways. So let's take a look at the next one. This is the Mustang Beta. This is the... I have technically 3 explorer ships and 1 fighter one, and I'm gonna get a cargo merchant ship. So this is the Mustang Beta. It's also an explorer ship. This is one of the coolest ships in the game, not just by how it looks, but it does look really cool. It reminds me of Descent, if you guys have ever heard of that. But just like the canopy is amazing. The whole thing's just cool. Now this one's very strange because the output of the thrusters is green, so it looks very cool. Now, you guys see the size of this. It's not very big, but it has a feature that is very cool. Squeeze under here. Okay, now it's open. So we can look in there, just like a board. Yeah, let's climb in. So now we're standing on the board. Very tight squeeze in this one. There's a lot of bugs with this ship because it's so small, and they're ironing them out, but they're just trying to push forward the FPS update. Now, there really is nothing blocking your view in this one. All you have is the main part, and then there's nothing. This probably has the best viewing in the game, although all of my ships, except that one up there, have... These 3 ships have the best viewing in the game, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions. So not very many controls, keeping it basic. Most of them are on the left side, switches and buttons. Let's go ahead and get out of this. But I do like the joystick and throttle. Okay, and this is why it makes it so cool. You have an entire trailer, kind of like living quarters back here. Now, like I said with the bugs, you used to be able to lay in your bed, can't anymore. At least for now. You can't go back in your little, like, lounge area. You can't take a space poop anymore. That's probably the worst part. But you can't access all the cupboards and stuff. See, I'm like bugging out and me walking is really weird. That's because of the bugs and yeah. So you can open all the cupboards, store some stuff. The good stuff. I'm just kidding. These right here are actually removable briefcases, which are very cool. Let's go ahead and get back in the middle. Let's go ahead and get out. Very cool ship. It's extremely fragile though, not really meant for dogfighting, although it does have a lot of weapons. One right there. It's supposed to have 2 right here, but it's glitched. It's supposed to have another one over there where that little circle is. So let's go ahead and run over to the next 2 ships. I can't wait until I get my freelancer. That's what I'm going to put here. It's also an explorer, I just realized that, but it can haul a lot of cargo, and it's very combat capable, so yeah. Okay, next on our list we have the 315P by Origin. The 300 series are like the Ferraris of space. They're really fast. And the door opens like a DeLorean, so it's really cool. The ones back there have... Well, the Mustang doesn't have any landing struts at all. You just kind of go down. But the Aurora has, like, landing feet. These 2 have wheels, and that's because these 2, the faster ships in the game have wheels, so yeah. This also is very weapon capable, has 2 monstrosity weapons right here. And then up there you'll be able to mount missiles later. You can't right now, don't really know why. Then again, the detail looks really good. Good paint job. This is a tractor beam. So, as soon as like someone ejects, pull them over here and put them in your ship. Now, there's two ways to get in. Well, there's two sides, I guess. It's very cool. So let's go and climb up. Very shiny ladder. Now, these are luxury ships, although they're not really expensive. Anyways, let's go ahead and close the doors. Sounds like a good idea. You can't close the doors without entering the cockpit, although you'll hear the door shut off. Now, this is probably my favorite, like, going into your cockpit sequence. Just that. And then hear the door shut now. Yep. Okay, so let's go and put it back, because we're running out of time. My recording and how big the file is and stuff. So let's go ahead and walk over here. Now, this is an Explorer thing, and like most Explorer ships, there's beds. Where's the bed on this one? Over here? No. Well, where is it? This little control panel? It's really cool. Although, is it just me, or are the beds in the future getting much worse? Like, that just kind of made me, like, that looks painful. But a bed's a bed, and it's virtual, so feel bad for my character, but whatever. So let's go ahead and exit. Sorry. They need to make their use button a lot more functional. And slide off the ladder. It's a really cool exiting sequence. And finally, we have the Aegis Avenger. Oh, sorry to mention, or I forgot to mention, the front ship up there is by Robert Space Industries, or RSI, and the back one's by Consolidated Outland. That one's by Origin, and this is by Aegis. Aegis has the most ships in the game. Look at this thing. This little, like, Gatling gun of doom. Like, looks like something from TF2. So this is the Avenger. It used to be a police vessel. It's an outdated police vessel. However, when they sold it on the website, they've upgraded it, and it's really, really cool. So you have two Bulldog repeaters, which are laser guns, and then you have one actual ammo metal death nose gun. I think it's called a Tiger Strike. And then you have two missiles on this one, two missiles on the other, so 2x2 missile mounts, class 3. Now, this one, actually, get in by the back. Very cool. And then you actually have to duck to get in. Now, this is considered a bounty hunting ship. So, that's interesting about it. Now, these right here, there's only two ships that have holding cells. The Cutlass Blue, which is the police version of the Cutlass, which is like a pirate ship. And then this one, the Avenger. Now, basically, just press that. And then you put someone in there. Now, to me, that's not a lot of space, and I don't think it is to even extremely thin people, but to me, that's kind of crazy, even for criminals, when they deserve it. You can fit cargo back here, although you saw how the ship looked from the outside. It wasn't that big, but there's a lot of room in this thing. Like, a lot. All my ships do have beds in them. There's also a bed right here. Go in. So you're in bed, and then you can log off. Let's go and get out of there. You can also fit, this is where most of your cargo is going to be. And you can also modify the ship once the actual game comes out and take out those pods if you just want it to be a cargo craft. Now, this is a very cool cockpit entrance sequence. Your joysticks just fly up. It's the quickest in the game. So you just go in and then that happens. So, we've done all the ships that I have, at least. Now I want to go ahead and look at the actual hangar. This is a step up from the Southland hangar, which is like a very industrial, ugly in my opinion, hangar. And this one reminds me of Star Wars, so that's why I picked it up. It came with my Avenger ship, so I got it for free. Okay. So now we're up here. And let's go ahead and go to this. This is like a control room. In my opinion, it's the coolest of all the control rooms. Let's just stand back. See all of that. Like, come up. And you have this great view. And then you'll be able to fly out of your hangar once the actual game comes out. And yeah, anyways, this is probably my favorite hangar. Just because it reminds me of Star Wars. But, yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed what you've seen in the video. If you're wondering if you want to pick up the game, the prices of the ship are pretty insane, but you're supporting the game, so it's basically a donation, but they're giving you something in return, so it's pretty cool. If you're thinking about buying the game or buying a ship or subscribe, by the way, it's not a subscription game, but subscribing is just a way to give money per month to like help the development of the game. But if you think about it, I'm going to leave a link in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.